and Senator Ed Markey, among others, to pack the Supreme Court. Now, reportedly, the plan is to add 4 more justices to the existing 9, and that means 4 rubber stamps to give Democrats absolute power. Now, you can't say that Donald Trump didn't warn us.
They will pack the Supreme Court with far-left radicals who will unilaterally transform American society and impose a socialist vision from the bench that could never pass at the ballot box.
Well, unfortunately, he was right. So what do Democrats want? Well, he kind of hinted at it. It's simple. When they all get together and agree on a policy, let's say on climate change or anti-gun policy, immigration, lockdowns, they want those policies to become law as soon as possible. That means no constitutional scrutiny, no oversight by the judicial branch, and this move makes it all official. Democrats don't care about our system of checks and balances. Remember, they were all for protecting us and protecting our norms from Donald Trump. Well, they're norm busting now. We already know they hate our history, they hate our traditions. Today's Biden's UN ambassador, well, she didn't mince her words about just how racist to the core America is.
We have to acknowledge that we are an imperfect union. The original sin of slavery weaved white supremacy into our founding documents and principles.
They hate the country to its core. Democrats know their policies are going to lead to a lower standard of living for most Americans. So what do they have to do? They have to try to rig the elections by gutting voter ID requirements and now rig the court by packing it with legal activists. Now, people shouldn't think this can't happen or that Joe Manchin is somehow going to save the day and save the court. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. We just don't know. The fact is, Democrats only believe in an independent judiciary when it votes their way. So as long as they had Republican appointees like Souter, Kennedy, and Roberts on the court, who would always vote with the liberals on the cases that the left really cared about, well, they'd tolerate the court's makeup. For years, the court gave them victory after victory on every major social issue. But now that there's a solid 5-4 majority on issues like, religious liberty and the lockdowns, well, Nadler and the left aren't going to tolerate that. We have the freest and greatest country that has ever existed. We are going to resist this hateful move at every turn. It is cynical and it is poisonous. When the newly radicalized Democrat Party tries to take our power away and turn our storied institutions into their own political playgrounds, we're going to expose them and we will defeat them. And then, after this effort goes down in flames, Jerry Nadler can retire and move to Florida like every other New Yorker I know. Well, that's all the time we have.